Hi there, and welcome to the vlog again, and this time it's going to be a bit of a bonus video just because I'm stuck in traffic here and I want something to do while I'm just sitting here and have to kind of be looking out the window. And so a lot of people want to know what is a day in the life of being a car exporter, or me specifically. And so I thought I'd run through kind of what it's like, and just today I'm going to talk about what the day-to-day is, which is a pretty typical day for me. And so I woke up this morning at 8 o'clock. My daughter always leaves for school at 8 o'clock, and I wake up pretty late compared to everybody else in my house. And the reason for that is because I'm usually up until midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and still working. And so I like to get my sleep if I can. Today's Friday morning. Friday is a busy day at the auction, and so as soon as I wake up, I put my feet over the side of the bed and I open my laptop computer while I'm sitting on my bed. I check over my emails and check to see how many I have, and if it's a lot of emails, I'll start my emails right there in the bed. If it's manageable, I'll get up out of bed, I'll make a coffee, and I'll go eat oatmeal. In Japan, breakfast cereal is not as popular. There are like 3 or 4 different brands instead of like 300. And I like oatmeal, so that's what I eat for breakfast. I'll eat my oatmeal, drink my coffee while I'm going over the emails and finding out which ones I don't have to answer to, like somebody posted this on Facebook or somebody posted this on the vlog, and so I'll clean all of those out of my email box. And I usually wake up to about 50 or so new emails while I'm sleeping, because all of my customers are in different places in the world, and so during their business hours I'm asleep. And we sell a lot to Canada, and this is exactly the truth for Canada. Okay, and so I will finish my breakfast, do some computer work until about 9 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock I'll leave my house and I'll go to the office. Now, lucky for me, my office is only a 30-second walk away from my house. I walk out the door, I walk across a pedestrian-only walkway, and then I get to work. My staff starts at 9:30, my staff girl, Naoko, and so when she comes in, we just hammer the auction sheet translations like crazy in the morning. Usually we have a couple of hours of that to do. So the morning is a very busy time. It's auction sheet translations and bids, basically, is all I have time to do. After that's done, I mean, the translations and the bids come in regularly, and there's something that I have to check out for. But once, I guess, the mountain of emails is whittled down, then I'll go back to the emails of people who sent me simple questions and go over those first, and then the more difficult ones. Today I needed to go check on some vehicles, so there are three, possibly 4 vehicles to check on today. 2 of them for the US and 2 of them for France, and they happen to be in different ports. So the vehicles go from the auctions into the ports, and we have, I think, 4 different ports that we use depending on which country it goes to. And so the first port was the USA. I arrived there just before lunchtime so that I can work there during lunch. And this is really important for me because time is really... most of the ports don't allow me in during lunchtime. The USA port does. And that port is really noisy because there are lots of forklifts and containers and diesel cranes and stuff, and so I like to do my reports at lunchtime if I can. And so I went there, got there at 11:30, did my reports from 11:30 until 1:30. It took a little bit of extra time so that I can check out the cars a little bit better, so that's 2 cars, 2 hours it took. And I left there, went to have lunch, picked up lunch on the go. I just finished that, and this is where I am right now. Driving now to go to the port for checking the 2 cars for France, and that's not too far away. It's about a 15-minute drive. So I'll go there, check out those cars. Those cars will take less time because those are for a dealer, and the dealers have specific needs for their videos, and this dealer needs shorter videos. And so we take shorter videos for this dealer and fewer pictures. So I'll check those out and take any of the goods that are inside of that car and throw them into the back of the car here. And actually, in the back I've got a whole stack of parts from last week that I haven't cleaned out yet. So this weekend I'm going to be cleaning those parts out, invoicing the customers for the shipping of the parts, and mailing them out. Once I'm done at this port here, I'll drive home. That's about 45 minutes to drive home. And drive back to the office. Right now is 2:30, excuse me, and I'll arrive back at the office probably around 4:15 or 4:30. And then from there until about 6 o'clock, I'll be working in the office, doing regular office-y things. Naoko, the staff right now, is preparing documents for shipping out, and this morning she booked the vehicles that we got in this morning. And so we get the documents for the vehicle, along with the vehicle maintenance notes and any book or any parts that come with them. And as soon as they come in, we book the shipment basically within the next hour or so, because it's important to get the space on the vessels. And so those have been booked. She gave me the papers to go to the registration office, but today I didn't have time, and so we didn't go to the I did go to the registration office, but because now is the end of March, it's very, very busy in there because the fiscal year in Japan ends at the end of March, and all of the dealers want to get rid of their inventory, and so they sell cars like crazy. And so I went there, and there was no parking, and I was like, oh wow, it's busy in there. It's going to take me an hour just to get these papers deregistered, or these cars deregistered, and so I just left. So I'll go there, I think, on Monday to deregister those cars. I still have like 5 or so days before those need to be done, so no worry on that. And after I'm done all of my emails or phone calls that I do in the afternoon, I'll go and have my dinner with my family, usually from 6:30 or 7 or 7:30 is when I finish my emails. I'll go home, have dinner with my family, shower my kids, put my kids to bed, and by the time they're in bed, it's about 9:30 or so. At 9:30, I'll jump back on my laptop at my home and fire off some emails, do some auction sheet translations again for the next day, and in most cases, I'm finished by about midnight. On busy nights, which would be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, busy nights, I'm usually up past midnight. It's very uncommon that I get into bed beforehand. Yesterday was a lucky time. I could get to sleep by 11:30, so I could catch up on some sleep, because the last 2 days before this, I only got like 5.5 hours of sleep each day, and I'm not one of those people who does well on not very much sleep, so I need my sleep. Okay, so that's, I guess, the typical day for me. Taking pictures of cars, doing emails, doing phone calls, winning cars, hopefully. Today we have lost every bid that we have on the cars so far, and we only have 2 more to go, and so it's not a very successful day. It's pretty uncommon to have a Friday without having any wins, and so we'll see. Here's the port that I'm going to look at. It's right next to USS Yokohama, and so I'm going to shut off the video now and go to the port and take pictures of a Porsche and a BMW Z3. So, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, subscribing, and all that other stuff. Bye-bye.